Perfect. There we go. But we are here on Snakewater, so we're all leveled up, and so we should be going live soon right here. Remember, this is grand finals of the, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to say this again, Comp.tf Sixes Newbies Cup, both North and South America.
There we go.
There we go, that's it. Anyway,
sponsored by Mauer Servers.
Yes,
or, I don't know how you pronounce it.
Check them out, MAWRR, for your discounted server if you put Comp.tf2 as your promo code. That is at tf2.mawrr.com.
I'd
so
actually
check
do
that
want to correct
out.
you very quickly / correct myself. EU Newbie Mix is already set up. It's the Aussie ones that we're trying to get set up. So if you are a European player watching this, two things to say. One, you should probably go to bed, and two, definitely check out the EU mixes, because those are going to be a ton of fun, for all the same reasons that the NA mixes are a blast. So stop by those. I think they're also Saturday nights, although I'm not entirely sure.
Here's my question. Do you have to choose between a social life and being a TF2 player if you have this on a Saturday night?
Of course not. It's not a huge commitment. You can stop by for like an hour, 30 minutes, all 3 hours. Sometimes I'm there for like 8 hours. We were up until 5 in the morning with Scoots / Mr. Perfect, not exactly sure, playing Russian teams. And in TF2 lobby, like at the end, everyone's just having a great blast, because after those initial 3 hours, we just pug, we just have fun. We did like a 2 a.m. ulti duo tournament, which actually Midnight's team won. And it was just, it's awesome. It's always so much fun. So definitely come out. If you can only stop for 30 minutes, stay for 30 minutes. But if you can stay for the whole thing, I highly recommend it.
Yeah, and I was just going to say, it's a blast. I've done it a few times before, and everyone there is so nice. We're talking about how sometimes you get upwards of 100 people in the mumble just waiting to be placed into matches or just hanging out. And it's not uncommon to have everybody burst into song and discussion going on there, so you can learn so much just from people talking just in the mumble. But anyway, we are going live right here, so this is the second map of the grand finals of the Comp.tf Newbies Cup. Thank you for watching. I am Kip, here with Shredder. Shredder, why don't you go ahead and take the mid-fight here on Snakewater.
Well, on this first mid fight, we're going to see both demos rolling out the conventional way through the mid. We're going to have Soldiers taking, Soldiers 4 Adopted taking control of the top, which is super important. Big bomb coming in from Spectre. He is going to try to force you up, but he is down there. Only 2 down for the red team, 3 down for blue, but blue has much better positioning. We'll try to see if they can keep this as the demo and Sniper and Medic are trying to push back in. Interesting that DreamXX is still on Sniper. Snakewater is not necessarily the most sniper-friendly map, but he is just going to rely on his sniper skills, and their entire team will pressure with that heal and with those extra players, pressure out Adopted and take back the point.
Alright, so definitely keep an eye on the Dream Cam. So far he's already got 3 points. I don't know how that happened. But we do have both Ubers ready to go. And you have to forgive me, I do not cast a lot of sixes, and I do not cast a lot of Snakewater, so I don't know the proper names for all this stuff, so I'm just gonna call it what it looks like.
So one of the biggest things is Saw Room, which is where the red team is now, the room with this Saw. And it looks like Nock is trying to push in here with his pocket Honorato, but we'll see what they can make happen. Getting everyone buffed up before the push. Oh, there is a scout behind. That's got to be Bruno if I had to bet. Yes,
it's definitely Bruno. I see the wings of glory, and he forces the pop right there. Red comes in with their pop as well. Looks like they're going to actually fall back, but when the force came out from blue, they're going to push forward a little bit. Oh, Under goes down to Stickies, but there was a headshot in that midst of chaos, and Heavenly Touch will push forward and be able to cap second. We'll see if they continue with this aggression on last. Bruno was there, but he goes down to a pipe in the face from Arkson. There's this one up heavy, so it's going to... Oh my goodness. Hellnut trying to get some time on there, but he gets exploded, and it's just a Medic alone. Oh my god, Nock is somehow alive out of that. But yeah, so Adopted, trying to get some room to breathe, trying to figure out what their defense is on this last point, as Heavenly Touch obviously trying to do everything to stop them from getting that time to set up. They are building this Uber with that Boston Basher, and we'll see how soon they decide to push when they do get it. They're very close now.
This is incredibly fast. They should know that they're going to have a pretty big advantage. They can take a little bit of their time spotting out the enemy team's medic, and they'll be able to walk through and just kind of open up the doors and jump in.
Gotta say, I'm gonna get on the Dream Cam to see if he can't get this huge pick to facilitate the push. He's just been absolutely crazy. If you're just joining us, he went nuts on Badlands. Oh, Spec went Sniper to oppose him, but he goes down immediately. So there's a Sniper pick. We'll see if that's going to be enough for Red to push Odd on. They are losing their Uber advantage as they go. But here they go, finally, with that Uber pop. Looks like Honorado forced the pop out of Blue right there. He goes down, though. He didn't get the Uber flash, and the Blue Uber is on the point and just targeting out, or pushing out all sorts of Red players, and Heavenly Touch not able to get in there, as Adopted puts forth a nice defense.
Yeah, it looks like Heavenly Touch only have 2 left. That is going to be Dream and Kiyoshi. I don't even know where Kiyoshi is right now. Oh, he is on second. He's going to get cleaned up. There he goes. The only 2 up are respawners. We might see a jumping defense from Honorato trying to stall this out a little bit. He is hiding behind 2. Here he comes. He's jumping in, trying to make a play on the medic, but no, he does get taken down without much happening. Bruno is on heavy, an offensive heavy, maybe to stall it out a little bit. Not exactly sure what he's thinking there, but it looks like Blue Team will be able to take the point. They are rotating through lower. They're just going to try to take this momentum and push it all the way through to middle. Actually, Red's building right now, which is probably not the ideal situation if someone's pushing into you. You do not want to be hurting yourself.
Also, if you have that heavy there, just get those overheals and make him a massive wall of resistance. Finally, he does get some overheals right there. There's Bruno on that, so interesting decision there. Just Bruno has been a really, really solid scout and one of the playmakers of this team, but him deciding to go, taking himself pretty much out of the game and just be that absorber of bullets as overhealed heavy is an interesting decision, as you said, on offense here, because we do have both Ubers ready to go, and looks like, oh, it's the crits. Once again, we are terrible casters, but the crits is popped, but it's not going to be able to do anything to Blue's Uber. Trying to focus on the heavy right now, but Bruno is staying alive somehow. Finally, he does go down. Midnight takes him out right there. Knock one down as well. Midnight, or Knight, sorry, just to finish off the opposing medic there. But despite this, Heavenly Dreams is still, or Heavenly whatever they are still getting quite a bit of time here on the point. Need to finish off these few last players. Midnight going for the air shot, not making it.
Stream with another beautiful snipe.
Oh boy. I don't know what happened right there, that Heavenly Touch was able to push in after such a fail of a crit. But as it stands, Adopted is back on last again.
Yeah, that was just, again, a super scrappy fight with just people picking their 1v1s, and it looked like each of the 1v1s just kind of came out in favor of Heavenly Touch. So we'll try to see how the Brazilians handle pushing into last one more time. They get another shot. They'll probably get a ton of shots this game, but I'd like to see Adopted with another great hold like they had last time.
Yeah, so we don't have any off-classing so far, but we do, of course, have Dream on that Sniper Man. Looks like Bruno has gone back to Scout, as we do have that Uber ready to go. Oh, Spec trying to force the Uber in there. He takes a ton of damage and gets finished off right there by Honorado, trying to force the issue out of Knock as they're just patrolling right there, waiting for some sort of pick. Knight goes down, so that's 2 down right now for Adopted. We'll see if that's enough for Red to push out on, and it looks like they are. Of course, it's on crits again. They're starting up those stickies. We'll see if they can do anything. Pockets does go down, but the med survive. Those overheals are still coming out. There's only a couple up, though. Oh, and down goes Under. Here comes Heavenly Touch, and they will be able to get in there with, they had full players right there, so a nice push right there. I don't know, Shredder, what do you think? What can Adopted do right now?
I think that the biggest change they could make would just be running crits, just to be like a huge surprise. I think that they're really just getting out DM'd more than anything on these plays. Like, I don't see that much positioning error out of Adopted, but it's just the entire presence of, you know, the Brazilian team is just too much to handle. Here comes a big bomb coming in from Spectic, almost onto the medic. No, Spectic does go down, but the health is not very good for the red team. And Blue's going to be able to take this point, but without that many frags, Midnight also goes down, so no soldiers for the blue team. It's going to be very hard to get out damage early. Ooh, and Knight goes down too, so only 3 players up for Adopted. We'll try to see if Knock and his Brazilian buddies come back in, and Bruno in on the med. That's got to be Bruno. Yes, of course it's Bruno. Under goes down. Where was the med defense? Who knows?
Oh, man.
But Bruno going huge in this game and in all the games we've seen him. Wow, all but 1 up, and that was only Spectec. The other 2 are spawns. It's incredible.
It's worth noting too that Nock is still on that Kritzkrieg. Hasn't had to pop it yet, but now just going to have a field day with this push on to second. Where blue is holding. Wait, nope. Sorry, I was... It's awesome. There was no blue side not to holding. They're pushing back there. They're sending in that soldier Spectac for a bomb, but he gets finished off by Honorado. Blue trying to just kind of put some hold in here, but Midnight going for the bomb in on Nock and takes him out with a shotty.
It's a great play from Midnight, possibly saving it, because now Under is going to have maybe like a 50% advantage by the time the crits builds back up. And there are only 3 players up though, so I would like to see Red maybe get a little more aggressive with this. None of their spawns, probably not, I eat my words. If they'd started maybe like 10 seconds ago, it would have been great. Oh, huge headshot on the Harkson.
Yeah. I'm watching the cam, and it's, the STV is way off. It didn't look anywhere close, but obviously he's found ways to adapt to this ping issue, and has just been doing crazy amounts of work. So no demo now, as Red can't push in right now. They know they're pushing into a full Uber right here, but we'll see what they can do to maybe force Under to pop.
They are going to open this door for Dream to get a snipe, maybe. Ooh, Dream misses the snipe on a stationary demo. Surprising.
Maybe overcompensation for that ping issue, but now he's peeking from Under. Getting a lot of actually good sights onto this medic, and I would be very, very fearful. Oh, but Under looks like it did pop right there. And going after the sniper. Feed is down. I mean, Dream is down right there, and looks like Blue will be able to push up through Africa, as you called it, as there's only 2 up right now for Heavenly Touch, whatever their name is.
Yeah, but it looks like everyone's going to get forwards. Yeah, all the players are going to get forward spawns on that red team, so it should be a lot easier for them to defend this. They're all going to get spawns over by that midpoint, so looks like Blue will not be able to take back this midpoint completely for free due to that timing. There's a sniper. Dream is getting pressured a little bit. Knight goes down, Pockets goes down, so it's going to be a 4-on-4 right now, with heals though, in favor of the blue team.
Yeah, and Nock coming up right now, still on that crits. So interesting choice right there. Just a lot of interesting choices we've seen coming out of these Brazilians. The running full-time sniper, the running crits. But so far it's working for them. They are up 1-0, and they did win the first map. So it's definitely in the court of Adopted to figure this thing out. In comes the Uber from Adopted, pop on the demo man. They do take down the sniper, but need to finish off this demo who is everywhere, and down goes Kiyoshi. Scout finished off as well. Just some spam coming from Honorado as he and his medic fall back through Saw Room.
Oh, but getting super aggressive.
Oh,
this might be a misplay if he gets taken down here.
Oh.
Ooh, does take down Nock. That was beautiful. Kills Honorado in midair. Shotguns down Nock. And with that play, Blue should be able to take second and probably roll into last. Bruno is up on heavy, so it'll be kind of hard. And Dream could have a nice stop.
Oh, Midnight with a nice kill on the heavy. He's still alive, takes down Kiyoshi as well. He doesn't even get there for the back cap, but he deserves that entire round for himself. That was absolutely amazing plays out of Midnight. We are tied up 1-1, so Adopted finally bringing it. This is the team that I thought we would see. A lot stronger, and we'll see how Heavenly Touch, if they can adapt to adopt. There we go.
Exactly, and I think Adopt is doing a great job learning. And like we were talking about that, the first couple rounds were total rolls, and now they're coming back and are really making it a good game. See Spectre taking down the demo immediately. They're pressuring out this medic, but they are kind of getting trapped onto their Saw Room. Everyone's coming back together. Dream with some okay sightlines, not a great sightline, but the point will go down to the blue team, despite them only having 3 players. I'd like to see red team push back in, maybe. If they can push back in very quickly, they should do it.
Gotta check, they are still running that crits, so Nock, I don't know. I mean, we'll guess we'll see how this play goes, but that Uber is about ready for Under. Still on that regular Mulligan?
Bruno. Yeah.
Yeah, Bruno down. Push, maybe. At least part of playing well in a competition or a match like this is knowing who you're coming up against. And of course, these guys have never seen each other before because they're just new teams put together for this particular cup. So as a match wears on, it looks like that Adopted is getting a little bit more familiar with maybe what happens, what it means when Bruno's down, what it means when Kyoshi's down, and trying to adapt to that. In comes Bruno trying to force the pop. No, not happening for under, and here they come with that Uber out onto second. The Crits is popped in retaliation, but huge pressure from Knight takes down Knock. Crit's not going to do anything right there, as Blue is everywhere on second and trying to push into last right now. They're going to have nice momentum going in here, but they do have to deal with Bruno, who came back as a heavy, but he's running way too slow, and it looks like this will be the round for Adopted. So nice work right there. Very impressed with what Adopted was able to pull out right there.
I agree. I think Adopted has the momentum in this game. They're, like you said, they've been learning how to really counter the other players. You know, even if it's just learning people's names from a kill feed, you see someone's name, you don't necessarily know what class they are, but you know, as you play more and more, you're going to get more and more instinctive in like, oh, Bruno, he's down, he's the super aggressive scout. And you can play off of that information. But on this mid fight, there are no kills for a very long time. Dream is very low, so is Hellnot, but Spectec does go down. Health is not good for Adopted, but they're still staying in there, which is honorable. Bruno goes down, once again the Q to come back in. Looks like both Ubers are about at the same, but Kiyoshi is kind of alone in Sarum. Let's see if he can meet back up with the combo, who's back on his second point. Yes, Blue does take the middle point. So Adopted really showing their presence at mid once again.
Yeah, a great mid-fight right there. Interesting enough, Knock is back on a regular Uber gun, and Dream is back on Soldier. So they have quit their shenanigans. They have realized that maybe it's time to start playing like Americans, I guess. I don't know, but we'll see if they can counter with a serious strategy. Not saying that the Sniper and Crits wasn't serious, but once Adopted figure out how to get around it, it's pretty much nullified, and you have to adopt again. So we'll see as...
Back to the cookie cutter strategy for both teams here. It's going to be a lot more of a standard stalemate situation. We might see a roamer bomb in. I'd like to see Spectec bomb in through window, but there is a... It's got to be a heavy. No, that is not a heavy. I am just a blind person. But there is pretty strong defense from Cheese. The secret area up on the leftmost room from the attacker's point of view. We call that Cheese.
I won't ask why. I never ask questions about positioning names. Anyway, Spectec tried to come in there for pressure on the medic, but not having any of it, and Spectec does go down. He's going to have a long respawn time as well. We'll see if that propels Red to push in here. As Blue's still having good control over mid. What do you... Oh, we do have Bruno in from the sides and forces the pop. Of course, Bruno did that, but Red Uber was popped as well. Bruno goes down. We just have these Uber exchanges at mid. Oh, but Arxen coming in with some huge stickies to take out Honorado. He goes down as well, and now we have... Oh my goodness, Knock going down and Under going down as Kiyoshi connected with a pill. Everybody just falling apart, and I have some invisible players right here, but it looks like Blue is going to survive more and be able to push onto second.
And that was a full wipe for like a little moment before they got the spawns. So once again, Adopted showing their ability to really focus targets and take down players when it counts. We have a scout running into last as fast as possible, but he will get taken down with a heavy focus down. Beautiful work by Spectec jumping in. Actually, it was Midnight Sight, but he will be down, and Red will have to kind of settle in. I think if you were here, you would probably just wait for an Uber advantage. Or you could have a scout second for a pick, but since both Ubers are relatively low in their percentages, both around 30, now is the time for crazy shenanigans when the other team won't really be able to push out.
We do have Knight on Sniper, first time we've seen that, I think. No, he was on Sniper before as a defensive sniper. So trying again, but this time on offense, we'll see if he can counter. We don't have an opposing sniper, and I don't know. Maybe this would be the time for Dream to go Sniper, but I'm pretty sure as soon as they figure out Knight is on Sniper, they may bring up one of their own.
Yeah, maybe they will see that sniper dot on the truck. Probably not. Probably people aren't really looking for a sniper dot at this point in time, but I would love to see Knight headshot Dream. It would just be very cathartic.
Alright, we do have Bruno on heavy. He just spun up, waiting on the top of the point right there, waiting for this push. We do have Dream coming up as Sniper. So I hate to say I called that, but I called it, and he takes down Knight with a sweet, very fast headshot. Oh my goodness, he's got it. Wow. So again, some great stuff out of Dream that takes player advantage a little bit to red, but again, not enough to push out from.
Yeah, it's just going to be another one of these stalling things. You're still waiting, and you just really need to... for pushing out, you really need 2 picks. Especially on a map that is very large, like Snakewater. But really, if you're pushing in, you really only need 1. So I'm looking for a big snipe coming out of Knight. But he is kind of getting spammed a little bit, so we'll have to keep an eye on that.
Dream pushing up far right here with his soldier who's providing some cover and some fire, but they can't afford to overextend. Of course, gotta watch for those back caps, which has been a constant theme in this tournament. I feel like, I don't know if it's just newbies who are more prone to... Oh my god. Did you see that?
I did. That was incredible. Under going down to the snipe of Dream, and that'll cue the push out by field. They have to keep an eye out on all the exits as a scout is coming in the last. But they will have seen that at this point coming back. This has got to be, yeah, Pockets just kind of jumping around, doing some distraction. And Red should be able to push back out, because there are only 2 players up for the blue team. Arcs and Signaut, it's only the medic. The medic will not be able to fight 4 combat classes. And he's just running back to his spawn, making sure that his team gets forward. Will they get forward spawns? 3, 2, no they do not. That is very unfortunate, so it's going to be a lot more difficult for them to contest this middle point.
Spectac trying to go in for a bomb on the medic. He's actually running that Market Gardener, which can be legitimate at points, but I'm still not over that medic drop on the last. Absolutely major out of Dream right there to stop that push in its tracks. We'll see if Blue can recover from that, because that's quite a demoralizing pick right there. They were in such a good position to push in, but completely denied. They will have about... Uber's about even right now, and Dream isn't on Sniper, so that's good news for them at least. But they do have to watch out from above, because in comes the soldier trying to get some bombs in on Under, but he falls back.
Exactly, that's now going to be 3 down for the adopted team, so they just have to back out. They don't even have the super. There is a scout on the medic of Under. Will the scout be able to go down? No, he does not, but the soldier drops out of window. That's going to be Dream XX. Even though he's not sniping, he can make big plays, and the Uber is going to pop out of the red team, taking this ground and trying to finish off the remaining 3 players for adopted. There's a scout going behind, perhaps going to initiate a back cap, but he has been spotted out, and this is just a distraction at this point. Ooh,
some nice plays from Knight.
Down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Taking down Knock.
And getting that Dream as well. Of course, the cap will go to Heavenly Touch, but losing a lot of players is going to prevent them from continuing to push in there. Gotta watch out, though. Dream is on that sniper, and I don't want to conjecture or guess about how paranoid the blue team is right now.
They have to be knowing that every possible sightline is a place where Dream could get them from. And he's actually sniping from this little back slope out by 2, which is not the best sightline. I'd like to see his soldier buddies take him forward a little bit, try to get some better sight.
Trying to go for a pick through the door. He just needs somebody to open it for him. Of course, need a lot of team communication and cohesion there, as you've been saying for the past 4 hours. But I think their communication has been pretty well. So what do you think of this cohesion of the Brazilian team?
I think they're doing a great job sticking together. They're making plays that we'd really like to see. And especially they're protecting each other. I don't know the actual death numbers, but I'd say that Brazilians are just dying a lot less, and it's much easier to play when you have players who are alive. So that has got to be a huge factor in this, the fact that they are saving each other. But the blue Uber is popped, so is the red at the same time. Red's flashing a little bit more. I don't think it'll make a huge difference, but blue is just going to kind of walk into each other, trying to get the kills. Only Hemlock goes down, but there goes Bruno and Kiyoshi. None down still. Midnight finally goes down for adopted, but Honor Auto goes down. Only Knock, and Dream. Broken bottle coming out of Arcs and takes down Knock. That is a good feeling. That is a good feeling. Oh. And Helmut, the only scout up, is just running back to mid.
So nice move right there from blue to come in and pinch off that red Uber. Able to clean up as soon as that Uber fell away. We do have a heavy running out to mid. That's Bruno. So interesting decision right there. We'll see if Adopted can find a way to counter that. Obviously, targeting him down would be the best feel right now. Dream is on a sniper again, so gotta watch out for that. But in comes the push.
7 minutes left in this match, so I think we are playing the ESC rule set where if these 30 minutes elapses, that's it. That's whoever's winning takes the round. So I don't know if the Brazilians actually know this, but wow, Dream taking down Midnight with another solid headshot. Yeah, if they're trying to stall out with a heavy, that might not be the best call.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, it looks like they're going to try to push out here now that Under went down. They did lose Bruno, who's probably going to come back up as a scout. Yeah, he is back as a scout, and here is the 100% Uber from a Red. They pop that charge, and we'll see if they can't get any space here. Medic goes flying, but Nock does survive that, of course, with those Uber feels, and Red does manage to push in here. Not going to pursue any blue players, as they actually have Arxon in here behind, trying to do some damage, but he got caught out and goes down.
Yeah, for some reason he was just like completely behind the enemy team. I don't know how he got there without anyone catching him out, but like finally kind of goes in, tries to get some early damage, and it doesn't work. This is going to be Bruno jumping in, jumping out, just kind of causing chaos for Adopted. Spectix going in for a big one. There is a scout coming over through the window. Doesn't spot anything. He's going to be going back around. But it looks like Blue has kind of decided just to back up and not really deal with this fight. Bruno does go down.
But yeah, we'll see. Oh, well, Midnight goes down right there. Dream getting that pick. He's also getting a lot of overheals too, so that's going to make it significantly harder right there. We'll see though, as both Ubers are about ready to go. And Knight is on Sniper, trying to counter Dream. He did take down Hellknot right there, but needs to find out where that Dream is. Oh, got a little Sniper and Sniper battle going on, and it is getting hot. You can see the sniper dots on each other's sniper rifle. Oh my god, that's hilarious. But
Dream dropping Arxon with a beautiful headshot. For some reason, Blue still Ubers through. Nock has not yet Ubered. Here comes the Uber. Much better Uber timing on this, and they're going to be able to catch out a lot of Blue players. Looks like the Brazilian team will be able to roll forward and hopefully even take this second point. With only 3 players up for Adopted, they're going to have trouble trying to stay alive and contest Under, and Spectic are the only ones up. Spectic on half health. Adopted is just trying to run away. Where is he? He is hopefully, yeah, he is safely back with his demo, but they are trying to defend this entire point against a swarm of 6 Brazilians. Midnight's jumping in huge, but I don't know how much you can do when everyone's just pressuring you.
oh
Big
my
pressure.
goodness. Getting some respawns too. Under went down, but Midnight goes down to his snipe right there. It's just Pockets, who has about 4 health left. He's going to try to defend this all by himself, but it is going to be him versus a sniper, and down goes Pockets, and that is going to be a round win for Heavenly Touch.
That tested up 2-2, and we have 4 minutes left in this game, so I don't think we do golden cap, because that would be a little bit not American, but I don't know what the rule set would be if we finish our 30 minutes with 2-2. What happens?
You know, I don't know. We'll have to talk to Kaneko, but
Right, so on this mid, no one's really taking advantage of the height except for Midnight and Spectre. So just jumping around, going great, coming in on this medic. They have not yet finished him off. There he goes, 3 down for Feel. And Red should be able to take this. Their health is pretty solid. Health is terrible for Brazilians, and there we go. That is a full wipe. I'd like to see Adopted, representing North America, get all the way to last with this. You're going to have 100% Uber advantage. You're going to be able to take second for free, no contest at all, and just push straight into last. Let's keep an eye on any interesting defenses, like Bruno going heavy.
Midnight getting some time already on the point and getting that Uber and trying to finish off Bruno, who goes down. There's a demo man spamming stickies onto the point, but down goes Kiyoshi, and in comes the Uber Saw, and that's what a fast round and brilliant win right there from Adopted.
Wow, and if that round can be so fast, you're kind of worried. Could the next round be just as...
But it looks like that's...
right, we are playing halves.
We are playing half, so looks like we're going to play another 30-minute half, so we're going to take a breather about that one, and we'll see if Adopted can bring that momentum into the second half. So yeah, another 30 minutes to go to 5.
Interesting. I'd like to see a couple more rounds that were that quick, because it is just awesome as when you're a team, you completely wipe the enemy team, you just are so confident, so ready to roll all the way back to last. But we are going to be switching sides, meaning that Adopted will be on red, Brazilians Heavenly Touch will be on blue, and people seem about ready to go, perhaps?
I mean, I can't imagine that you'd want to delay the second half when you have such an exciting conclusion to the first half, especially if you're Adopted. Maybe if you're Heavenly Touch, you want to just sit there and make them stew in their juices, but I think everyone's had a long day and they want to finish up this exciting finals.
I agree. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, so what has been your impression of this first half? Who have been the big players?
For me, of course, you can't ignore Dream XX, the huge sniper, because a lot of his plays have been incredible, from sniping from under last, or just getting like random picks on Arxin or the scouts, and it's just a force to be reckoned with. But also Bruno, also from the Brazilians, just jumping around, causing chaos, and really probably getting in the minds of the adopted team. Because what are you going to do when there's a scout that you really can't hit? It messes with you. You're like, oh, maybe I'm not as good at aiming, and then once you do that, you're going to just miss more shots. So definitely those two in combination have been doing a great job at, like, interrupting the flow of adopted.
Yeah, I definitely think so. I agree with you there as well, but I do think that adopted has definitely come back and shown themselves. I think we were talking about this earlier, and we can make the pun of adapted, but they have definitely been learning from this experience, learning about the players and learning what their ticks and everything are, and I think still have a little bit more adjustment to do in terms of adjusting to this full-time sniper, almost full-time sniper that Dream tends to run, but so far it just looks like no one's able to counter that sniping force for adopted, so we'll see what this next half brings. But remember, if adopted does pull out a victory in here, we'll go to a third map. The loser will pick the third map, so if that does happen, that will mean that that Heavenly Touch will go ahead and pick that third map. I'm crossing my fingers for I would like to see a viaduct. What would you like to see? Shredder, are you forgetting to push your push the talk key? Or did you leave me alone? That's alright, I can talk to myself. No, I can't. Alright, oh my goodness. Okay, so quick shout out to everyone who was watching. Just take a quick look at the views. About 60 people, that's not too bad. Just gotta say the Europeans got over 150 people watching their final, so go get all your friends and tell them to come here and stop being losers and doing whatever they're doing. Probably scrimming, because I know Sunday nights are a huge scrim night for UGC. Of course, UGC action coming at you tomorrow night. UGC right now is the only... No, Wireplay is active right now. So it's just thinking about the competitive leagues that are active right now. We got UGC and Wireplay going on. ETF2L will start soon enough, and same with ESCA. Shredder, are you here with me yet?
Exactly. Yeah, sorry, I got a little caught up in some shenanigans, but I do see a floating
just in
soldier.
time.
We are ready to start this next half. It is once again 3-2 in favor of adopted. We'd like to see them take back Snakewater. This is their map, the map that they picked onto our 6th mid-fight. And walk me through what you're seeing.
Alright, we got some Demoman exchange as Arxin pushing up here is actually getting quite forward onto the point. Takes a lot of damage, going to have to fall back. We do have jumping soldiers on the top as going in for a bomb on the medic. Some nice pressure coming out, but Midnight not able to do so, and he does go down. Knock, although he did, oh man, so much damage going down. It's absolutely ridiculous, but Knock went down. Midnight put down a ton of damage, and then Spectac finished him off right there. That's almost a complete wipe. Only Honorata is alive, and that's exactly what the mid-fight that Adopted wanted right here.
They will be able to come back and take second. I don't think they'll be able to push straight into last because they are getting some respawns, the Brazilians that is, but definitely Adopted will take second without any contest. They will have a full Uber advantage. They should be able to clean up frags if they focus their fire well enough, but interestingly enough, no heavy or sniper out of the Brazilians, and they are building. I'm not quite sure I agree with this decision, but if Adopted pushes in right now, they will be able to take advantage of the low health scouts that are building, as well as their Uber advantage, but they better go.
You'll see not a whole lot of reason to wait unless you want a surprising pick right here, but they don't have any of those pick classes going on right now. But yeah, I agree. There we go. Oh my goodness, that's a flying demo, man. And the Uber pop comes off right here. It's just absolute chaos right there. I can't even talk, but Shredder, why don't you take this?
So much time on the point, it finally will go down to Adopted, making it 4-2 in favor of Adopted, looking like they are going to take this map. Hopefully the Americans can come back. Remember, the Brazilians did take Badlands. That was 5-2 something. 5-2 a number. 5-2.
Yes,
there we
5-2.
So on this mid fight, we will be watching to see if Adopted can take another round and get back into this match, make it 1-1 in terms of like overall maps. Looks like the Blue Scouts getting very aggressive. Arxon goes down early in exchange for only Hellknot. There goes Kiyoshi and Midnight, so it is going to be a 4-on-4. Spectec goes down. We'll try to see what the Scouts and Under can do.
Oh.
Try to make it work. No, this is not looking good for Adopted.
One Scout, one Medic. They're both going to retreat through Saw Room right there. As a nice mid-fight out of Heavenly Touch.
They are getting chased by Dream right here. He does get shot down by Knight with a nice meat shot to the face, but they did maintain their Uber, so they will be able to contest second. I want to say Bruno is capping out that middle point, but I don't even know where the rest of the blue team is. Are they all in Saw Room? Yes, there are a lot hanging out around that Saw Room area. But Pockets and Arxon are down, so this should cue the push from Nock and his buds.
We'll see where is Under. Under is holding back in lobby right there, so he is super protected. Doesn't want to drop this Uber at all, but doesn't want to pop it earlier than necessary. We actually did have to pop it right there. They're going to come through window and drop down onto the blue Uber. Meanwhile, point is being capped fast with that sniper or Scout and Demo Man. Under gets targeted down by Dream with some nice rockets right there. And only 2 up here for defense on last. We'll see if Adopted can hold something. They do have stickies on the point, but it's going to be quite the fight. Oh, Arxon goes down, so no stickies, and down goes Pockets. He can't hold it. Spawn's coming in, but not in time, and that's going to go to a round goes to Heavenly Touch. So we are 4-2.
4-3, I believe, right? It was 3-2 at half, and that was the Brazilians taking their last round.
Yes, you are correct.
So we still just need one more round for Adopted to finish off this map, but the Brazilians with that round have the momentum, and we'll try to see what they can make with it. No one again going up top, only one Scout. Here come the soldiers in that little latent aggression, but they are going to be doing a lot of damage. Bruno the first death, then comes Spec Deck, but there's still a lot of players out on the field. No one else is going down. There we go. Midnight and Knight go down at the exact same time. That's probably going to cue the mid-win for Feel as Pockets and his Demo kind of back up as the soldier aggression is a little too to handle that, but he really shouldn't want to use it. Oh, they do actually use it. This solo Scout Uber.
Yeah, Under was right on top of a sticky, so he had to pop it in the Saw Room. Just using it to maybe get a little ground, but now just going to fall back and try to stay alive. Did compel the pop out of blue, and with some nice stickies, Arxon comes in and finishes off Hellknot, and more importantly, Knock. So Medic down right there, and that's going to signal a push here from Red onto mid.
Yeah, Adopted doing a nice job recoalescing their players and being able to just push out everyone else, just brute force, not even getting that many kills. But it looks like Uber will be in favor of Adopted. They're up about 50%. This should be good to push on once they have it, if they can find that Medic and focus him down before that Uber wears off.
So far, no off-classing again, just playing a straight and standard. We'll see if Adopted can take this mid here, or take this fight. We do have the Uber popped on the Demo Man. Arxon getting some nice damage down. Nox went down. Midnight take him down right there. But we do have Bruno in on the Medic, but Bruno super hurt right now, needs to fall back. Oh, and in comes a soldier from nowhere. Honorado takes out Under with the pop. Drop down from who knows where. Arxon with the bottle gets another kill, but he goes down to Bruno, who somehow stayed alive right there.
Bruno and just again being able to survive in like the strangest situations, and the Demo is just bottling down his soldiers. He's like, nope, scatter in the face.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous right there, but Bruno has definitely showed his dodging skills to be superb. Which is why we always kind of question when he goes heavy, because he's such a great aggressive scout. But goes down right there as Midnight finishes him off. Red trying to contest this midpoint as Blue is just nope. They were sending players in right now, but it looks like they're going to stop and try to get some sort of push together, advantage together.
Yeah, without Bruno, it would be a little bit risky to push in, but they are trying to just walk onto the point and take some ground at the very least, so they have a place to push off of. Soldier coming in big. That's got to be Spec Deck going in on the Medic. No, he does get taken down, but Knock actually not hurt that much. And Under has his Uber before Knock does, so we'll try to see if they get aggressive right here or if they wait. If they are going to wait.
Kyoshi went down there as well, so no sticky traps, but in comes the soldier from behind, and the force is down there. They did finish off Knock, so there's this Uber pop that's just going to reset the Ubers, but it's a nice force right there. I think that was Dream from behind. He's still alive, too. Nobody's finished him off, and he lands literally on the soldier's head. Finally, he goes down right there, but Dream definitely knows how to stay alive and get in positions where nobody knows where he is. It's absolutely uncanny.
Underrated skill. He's just beautiful. Especially when you land on someone's head a lot of times as a soldier, someone's bombing you, and you're like, oh, well, they'll land on the ground, let me shoot my feet. And if they land on your head, you're just going to do some self-damage, not even hurt them at all. It's just a clever heads-up play.
Regardless, though, Under had some great protection around him. Stays alive. Gonna have a little bit of Uber advantage, but Blue is building here at last. Again, you don't like that decision right there?
I think in this case, since they're a lot closer in terms of Uber, it's not as bad of a decision. But when you're down like 80% Uber, building is not going to be the brightest idea, especially if you're thinking that they're about to push in. You don't want to be at like half health because you've been Boston bashing yourself. But anyway, here comes Uber. Huge flying soldier going everywhere. There is time on point. Soldier coming in to block. It looks like everyone's just walking on point. There we go.
Oh my goodness, that is GG. Knock came in with the Uber at the last second, but got body blocked, could not make it through the tiny little hole right there, and that is going to mean this map goes to the American team of Adopted. What a fight, though. What a good one.
This is very exciting. It looks like Kaneko is saying we cannot re-pick Badlands, but we'll have to see what map the Europeans decide to do. It'll be very interesting to see how this pans out on their map. I'm excited. This is going to be one final map.
Yeah, wow. I'm really, really happy that Adopted was finally able to bring back that momentum that they had there in their semifinals, which was just absolute crazy aggression and really, really fun to watch. But I don't know, this Brazilian team just will not go away, and people like their players Bruno and Dream are just, I don't know what to say about them. It's just been crazy and really exciting to watch because they're always trying something new and different.